Now we're going to work on a metric that's a little bit tricky. So if you stay on your Data 2 tab and actually have a look at that document that's posted, this SCL metrics document, you'll notice that there's one for in-house fleet maintenance costs. And if you look, it says that every single truck gets an oil change for $200 every 5,000 kilometers. And every 10,000 kilometers, the truck's going for a routine inspection and maintenance at a cost of $550. And then the trucks get tires at a cost of $2,500 every 20,000 kilometers. So let's have a look. Okay, so let's start a fresh pivot table. And here's what we'd like to see. We'd like to see all the different trucks we have, because maintenance happens by each truck, and that shows us all of these. Now what we want to do is take out the blanks, because blanks means that it's not our truck. There's no truck number next to it. It's a common carrier. So we're going to click on this auto filter arrow, take out the blanks, and this is just our trucks, and there's actually 8 of them right there. So what do we want to know about the trucks? We'd like to know how many kilometers that they've traveled. So it's transit kilometers. We'll put them in values. We could actually do, over to the side, we can actually figure out what the different costs are. So let's do a few columns. We'll make this simple. There's a cost for lube, which is your oil. There's a maintenance cost, and there's a tire cost. So not all trucks have all of these. So the first thing is you get a lube or oil change every 5,000 kilometers. Now you could do this manually by saying, okay, how many times did this truck travel that is 5,000 kilometers? Well, this was once. So you type in a 1, right? Because it didn't go to 10,000. This one goes up to 30,000. So 30,000 divided by 5 would be 6. This one is 275,000. Now it gets a little bit more. You have to do more math in your head and so on. So I'm going to show you, if you just take B4 and divided it by 5,000, that will give you the number that you require. Now here's the thing, you can't use 1.44 because you can't give 0.44 of an oil change. So you just want to take the number like 1 and 6 and 55, 7, the whole numbers. And to do that, you might want to use the round up or round down function. So we'll actually use round down this B4 divided by 5,000. Now you might want to have a look at this and study it a bit, and we'll do it at the 0 point, and look, that number will be 1. And I'll just show you, if you copy this down, it'll give you perfect whole numbers, right? It'll ignore the fraction. The trucks will get a next oil change when they reach the next high number. So what do we want to do with these numbers? Well, that's the number, and you want to multiply it by a cost of 200. So the first truck gets 1 oil change at a cost of $200. Second one obviously gets 6 oil changes, which is $1,200, and so on. So for the maintenance cost, it's a very similar idea. Every 10,000 kilometers, you get a $550 maintenance charge. So this one would be 0. This one would be 3. That one is 27. This one is 3, and so on, right? So let's do a equal round down again, just to make things easy for us. So it's B4 divided by 10,000, and we'll do it to 0 decimals. And just to show you, the first one will be a 0, second one should be a 3, right? So now what do we want to do? We want to multiply this by a cost of $550, and that'll be your maintenance cost. Let's copy that down. And again, same thing with tires, except tires happen every 20,000 kilometers. So we'll do round down B4 divided by 20,000 at the 0 point, and we'll multiply that by 2,500, which is of course the tires at every 20,000 kilometers. Let's copy that down. And there we go, total costs. So I'm just going to highlight them if you'd like, make them look nice, and that's my total cost. You can either highlight them and look at the bottom for your answer, or do a sum over here. So equals sum, and you can actually highlight all of these all at once, and it will tell you $114,800. Now what you might want to do is do some analysis around, let's say, maintenance costs by different zone, location, probably even compared to what industry benchmarks are, and so on.